Hey guys, so yesterday on the Instagram story, we said one for a new video that we just put up, and two, look out for some new updates for this week. So yesterday I had a VME, which had to be also done for the part of the surgery because I'm having jaw surgery, so that whenever they would do the surgery, they knew how much like I guess like soft palate I had or whatever in case like if they needed to use some extra of that or whatever to do something with it or whatever that it wouldn't affect like my speech after the surgery. So the VME part with the first part of it was there's three different parts. So the first part was like a speech analysis thing where I just said like a bunch of words and different sentences, stuff like that. And then the second part was, I guess, like the actual VME, where they put the camera on my nose, and the camera was about like this long, and then the handle to that was maybe this long. But before like they started with everything, they asked if I wanted like nasal spray, like to clear up my nose or whatever, or to have like numbing spray so that I couldn't feel anything. But I decided not to because I'm like, I don't think it's gonna hurt that bad. So I decided not to. But so when they put it up my nose, like they said it's okay to sneeze because I guess that's one of the reactions to having it is like you sneeze, but I didn't, and that actually they were surprised that I didn't, and I'm surprised I didn't sneeze either. But they they put it up, and then they had like get it in like the right position to see what they wanted to see. So it took them a little bit before it actually like started, I guess. So like they moved it around a little bit, and then I did the same thing as before with saying like different words and different sentences while I talked, and sometimes um, they would like adjust the camera while I was talking, and I could feel like the end of it. The end of it was like very small. It was like this big of a circle, and sometimes whenever I would talk, I could feel like the back of that. I could feel like the top of that, like just touching the back of my throat. And it felt really weird. I didn't like that feeling, but then they like move it back so that I won't feel it anymore. And then after that, they like of course like slowly took it out because why would you take it out very fast? They wouldn't. But after that, I had to wait like another 2 hours for the third part of it, which is a recording X-ray, I believe. I think that's what they called it. And basically, I just sat on like this little bench in like the X-ray room, and they had like the X-ray machine like right here, only doing like a side view, and there's like little like video camera thing where you could like I guess TV if you want to say that, where you could like see what was happening whenever I like talking and stuff. So like they were looking at that whenever I talked. Like they made me do like words in different sentences like before, and then after that, I mean like they did have me repeat some words or like make different sounds during it to see the effect that like those words and sentences had on me. But the good thing about that is that since I guess I'm a teenager, I didn't have to have the barium stuff, which apparently tastes like chalk. So they said I didn't have to have that because since I was a teenager, it's easier to see what they need to with teenagers instead of little kids because it's hard. So I didn't have to worry about that because like my dad, he has something very similar to this, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna probably have like the barium stuff or whatever, and it tastes like chalk. Like it's not a good tasting thing, whatever." And I was like, "Oh no!" And like the way for some reason of how he was talking to me, I thought that the camera was bigger than it actually was. It literally seemed like a baby snake though, but I thought it was like I guess like gonna be like wider, like a bigger camera than it was. But after all that was done, well, after before the X-ray part and after the VME thing, I did get to get food, and I was so happy about that. But my throat, it did hurt for a little bit, and it still kind of hurts today. But other than that, I'm doing fine. So thank you for, you know, just listening to me just talk about all the fun stuff I had yesterday. Bye.